Hey, welcome back. Today I'm doing my first, collage journal spread. I'm hesitant to call it like junk journaling because I don't want to get canceled because it's very much not junk journaling. But I'm here to collage some of my favorite TV shows with you. I love Righteous Gemstones more than life itself, and it was the final season, so I've got to honor it the only way that I know how, and that is with a lot of razzle dazzle. So I'm going to be doing that in this video, and then also my favorite new show of the year was Adults, so I will also be collage journaling that as well. So first things first, I'm going to layer down these large journal bases from Plannahannah. I do PR for her, so you can use Domi 15 to save and get my cute little freebie, but I'm going to put these down first because, as with everything in my life that I do, I need to do it with the most razzle dazzle possible. So that'll just add a nice little base. I haven't even done anything and I'm already obsessed. Like, this is the prettiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Then I've got a bunch of custom stickers from Scribble Prints Co. She no longer does customs, I don't think. So I'm glad I got these when I did. But I think I'm going to cut them out and kind of arrange and go from there. I'm going to cut these out really quickly just because I want to make sure that I've got enough space for everything that I want to put down. So BRB. So these are all cut out so I can kind of start going in and placing things and seeing how everything will fit. So if you don't know Righteous Gemstones, it is basically, okay, I always say that it is one of my favorite shows of all time, but it's definitely not for everyone. I will say to definitely watch the season 1 trailer and see how you feel about things, because it is essentially, it's a social commentary on mega churches and mega church culture, and that could be offensive to some people. So watch the season 1 trailer and go from there. But I personally think that it is an easy 10 out of 10 perfect show. It did get a little wild toward the end, but it was still so good. But yeah, I just love the show. I'm so sad that it ended. Essentially, it's like Succession if Succession were in the South and we're about a mega church instead of a media company. Oh, it's so good. It's so funny. I'm so sad to see it go, but like, I don't know. In my opinion, it was a perfect show. All right, so we are very much just in trust the process territory right now. And to be honest, I'm not 100% sure that I'm trusting the process. But, we're just going to go with it and see how it turns out, because at the end of the day, it is just sticky paper and it is not that serious. Okay, so we've got that down. And then we'll go in with the Danny McBride sticker here. We'll put him over here. And then I lost Judy. Okay, there we go. We've got Judy. Okay, so we will put her up here. What a fucking icon Judy Gemstone is, truly. Okay, and then we will put the jet down here. Okay. Then we've got Gideon, the family portrait, and then that. Okay. Maybe we'll pop that down here. And then, do we cut Gideon out? Let's try that. Sure. Okay. Okay, now I've like misplaced everything. Okay, let me grab the rest and we will see what we are working with here. Is that the rest? I feel like I had way more like 3 minutes ago. Okay, it's too much blue next to each other, so maybe that there. We can put Baby Billy and Amy Lee there. And then we can put BJ and Judy there, maybe. I might cut some more of these out. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cut them out here. All right, so that is kind of my base done. And then I've got a couple custom scripts from Plannahannah. So we've got Misbehavin' and then Righteous Gemstones. So I'm going to go in with those somewhere, maybe down here. Okay, we'll do Misbehavin' here. Okay, gotta cut a little bit of that off. Okay, and then Righteous Gemstones, like maybe here. Okay, cool. Right, so that's how it's looking now. I think it's pretty cute, and now I'm probably just going to ruin it. But for the final little piece of razzle dazzle, I'm gonna go in with these gemstone stickers because each of the gemstone kids has like a gemstone color associated with them. So I'm going to go ahead and pop a few of those around, just wherever I think will look cute. Do you remember like 5 minutes ago when I said that the gemstones were going to be my final touch? Well, as it turns out, that was a lie. Because at the end of the day, a woman's razzle is never done dazzling. That was so stupid. I'm so sorry. But I found these little teeny tiny stars. And, you know, I like to push the razzle dazzle to the maximum in any scenario. So I feel like this is really just going to pull everything together. So I'm going to go in with some of these, and then that will be that on this spread. All right, so there she is in all of her glory. I will give you a bit of a close-up here. But yeah, I'm stoked with how it turned out. I think it's super pretty, super fun, super sparkly. You know how I feel about razzle dazzle. So yeah, I think this is so cute and so fun. Okay, so I'm going to go grab what I need for my adults spread, and I will be back momentarily. All right, so I'm back and ready to roll with the adults spread. So for the base, I've got the cork journal bases from Scribble Prints Co. And my vision for this is for it to kind of look like all of their pictures are like tacked up on a cork board. So that's my vision for that. And from Plannahannah, I do have a couple custom scripts. So we've got adults in hollow, and then Paul Baker in hollow. Paul Baker Forever in hollow, I'm sorry. Because you know what? Paul Baker is just what all men should aspire to be. And then I've got my customs from Scribble Prints Co. And I may pull in some frames as well from SPC. And then I have this brown checker tissue paper, which kind of feels like it fits the vibe. I believe this is from a Box of Knots kit. And then I've also got this sheet from Rita Paper, which also kind of feels like it fits the vibe. So I may pull some of these in as well, right? So I feel like I've been preaching the good word of adults to anyone and everyone who will listen. But basically, it's just kind of like the Gen Z version of Friends. Basically, it's just a group of friends in their early to mid 20s, all living together in one of their childhood homes while his parents are like traveling. And they're all just kind of navigating early adulthood, and there has not been a show like that in quite a while, I feel like. At least not a show that has done it in like a realistic way. But you know, I'm in my 30s and I feel like I still relate to the show very heavily. That rip was disgusting. Do I just go with it? All right, fuck it. We're just going with it. But yeah. Oh my God, my giant glue stick fell over. This thing is fucking massive. Like, I know that everyone says it's the biggest glue stick they've ever seen, but nothing could have prepared me for actually how large it is. Like, this could be a murder weapon. Well, not murder, a self-defense weapon. But yeah, this thing is hefty. So anyway, what was I even saying? I don't know. I just really love adults. I really love the entire cast. I love all of the characters, especially Paul Baker, obviously. But I'm so stoked that it was renewed for a second season, and Overcompensating was just renewed as well. So I'm super stoked about that. I feel like nobody talks about Overcompensating or Adults, and they are both 5 out of 5 perfect shows. Overcompensating is basically about college life in the 2010s, and if you are a millennial who went to college during that era, which I am, trigger warning for that. But yeah, it is a biblically accurate representation of college in that era, and it is a jump scare if you are not prepared. All right, so that's kind of our base down. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stickers out to kind of place them, even though when I did that for the Righteous Gemstones spread 5 minutes ago, I didn't stick to anything that I laid out, but I don't know. I still feel like I want to see what we're working with size-wise before I commit to sticking anything down. Okay, cool. So I think I'm going to go with something like this. First of all, though, I have these cherries that I want to use because these feel very Issa to me. So I'm going to pop those there, and then I'm going to go in with my adults script there, just for a little bit of something extra. All right, my layout is already cooked. Okay, so first and foremost, we need to put Paul Baker and Anton down. We need to make that permanent. All right, now I'm gonna pop my Paul Baker Forever script down there. So that's that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple of these stickers in here. So that's good, and then I've got some of these sparkly gold star stickers, and then I might go in with some teeny tiny ones at the very end if I feel like it still needs something, which, knowing me, I probably will feel that way. So I'm just gonna pop some of these in here and there, and then we will go from there. So I think I'm gonna call it there. I will give you a quick little close-up of how it turned out. So yeah, I think it turned out super cute. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video and hanging out with me today while I journal. I hope you enjoyed. I will definitely be doing more journal spread videos in the future. Much for watching and coming along on this journey with me. And I hope to see you in the next one. Later days.